Hello and welcome to your 13th C++ lesson, and this is going to be basically creating really simple classes. Okay, so classes are basically like a set of functions and a set of variables which you can apply to various class objects. You'll see in a sec. So we're just going to create a class called, in fact, what am I doing? We'll do the normal includes first, as you should do. Don't go crazy and start creating classes if we need to. Okay, so we've got our main function, and we're not going to put a lot in there at the moment. We're just going to do system pause, and we're going to return 0. Why would I do that? Okay, and then up here, where we always have our functions and classes and things, we are going to make a class. So to do this, we type class, then the name of our class. So it's just going to be ball in this case. And then what we're going to have to do is we have to make it public. Now, we're going to make these variables, which I'm going to make in a minute, public. And we do this by typing public and then having some colons. Because if it was private, which it is by default, then main won't be able to access it. And we want main to be able to do some stuff. So we're going to make it public. I'm just going to go int size and int roundness. That's obviously a property. It is now. Roundness. There we go. So class bool, or everything which is an object of the class bool, is going to have a size, which is an integer, and a roundness, which is also an integer. So what we're going to do to create our first class object is we're just going to say bool. Oops. There we go, bool, which is the name of the class, and then the name of whatever we want the object to be. So let's just call it red ball. And what we're going to do is, usually you might just want a semicolon there, but because we're going to mess around with size and roundness, we're going to go equals, and we're going to open these two curly brackets, and in these we're basically going to have the value we want for size, followed by the value we want for roundness. So let's just say this has a size of 10. So we're going to type in 10, and then colon, and then for the roundness, we're going to put in the roundness value. So let's just go 20. So ball, red ball. So our object called red ball has a size of 10 and a roundness of 20. Now, if we switched roundness and size around in the order we declare them, it now has a roundness of 10 and a size of 20. But when we get into more complex classes, we can assign these in different ways, and it's a lot better to do different ways. But hey, this way works. So red ball has a size of 10, roundness of 20, and we're just going to go ball, blue ball. And this is going to have a size of 15, but its roundness is only 15. Why is there a semicolon there? We don't need a semicolon. No, we do need a semicolon. What am I on about? Alright, yep, so we have now red ball, which has a size of 10, a roundness of 20, and we have blue ball, which has a size of 15, and a roundness of 15. So now we're just going to do a couple things. We're going to say, if red ball dot size is greater than or equal, no, let's just say greater than, if red ball dot size is greater than blue ball. So note that we can call the stuff by just saying the object dot the variable, because red ball has its own version of size and blue ball has its own version of size. So we're not calling the same variable here or anything. We're calling red ball size and blue ball size. So if red ball size is bigger than blue ball size, see out red ball size is bigger than blue ball size. And then we can do the same the other way around. Red ball size is less than blue ball size, and we can just copy and paste. There you go. Or we could obviously say blue ball size is greater than red ball size, but it's a lot easier for me to copy and paste that. And I'm just going to have a separate if statement now. And we're just going to do now things relate to the roundness. Let's just copy this and paste it. And instead of size, let's just use roundness. And change all the roundness. Is more round. That, oh, what am I doing? I'm at then. Oh, well, you know what I'm on about. Hang on a sec. Is red ball is more round than less round than. There we go. Okay, so let's just try this out. Just debug it. And we got some errors. Let's have a look. We got int main ball. Sorry. Whenever you end classes, you don't just end them with a curly bracket. You end them with a curly bracket and then a semicolon, just to show that we've finished the class. There we go. Now it seems to be debugging fine. It's saying red ball size is smaller than blue ball size. Is that right? Let's have a look. Oh, I've got some errors here where I've written size, but it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm on about. So red ball size is smaller than blue ball size. Let's just check this. Red ball size is 10. Blue ball size is 15. So yep, that's right. Red ball size is more round than blue ball size. Well, you know I didn't mean to put size there. So basically red ball is more round than blue ball. And yep, because red ball has a roundness of 20 and blue ball has a roundness of 15. So there we go. We've now created two class objects and we're comparing them in if statements. In the next lesson we'll be doing about more complex classes and functions in classes and all types of other really useful stuff to relate to classes. But I've decided to split this up into two, so we've got our simple classes, which is this lesson, and then next lesson will be more complex classes. Okay, that's the end of this lesson. Have a nice day.